outside at CarolinaDaze hosted by CommonCause North Carolina. I am here with
Luke.
I'm Caitlin Leggett. So let's get into it. You just got off stage. How do you feel?
I feel great. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little, my nerves are nervous, my hands shaking, but that's normal for me. But I feel good. I had a good time. The vibe was fire. I think they said this is CarolinaDaze first run, and I think it's dope. I think it's really dope. I can't wait till Janelle Monáe come out.
Absolutely. Janelle Monáe, Tierra Weck. So CarolinaDaze, right, put on by CommonCause North Carolina. They're looking to get people registered to vote. They want people to focus on public policy. Tell me, why is that important?
Oh man, because you don't want people eating your dogs and cats. No, I'm playing. I'm sorry.
I love it.
Listen,
it did happen. I mean, you know, it was said on a national stage. So what can you do but repeat it?
I really ain't gonna lie. I don't know if it's good for camera, but I really ain't that big of politics. But I just know right from wrong, and I know you know, as far as the minority, you know what I'm saying, we need we need a little help, you know, so I'm going for the lesser evil. Okay. Whichever one that be. I still gotta keep watching these the debates and everything. I'm just trying to you know, figure out where the cars land. Okay, so that means you are voting, yes? Oh yeah.
And are you registered to vote?
I am.
Okay, period. So should everyone else get registered to vote?
They should. Voting is very important. Okay. And yeah, you should get up. If you get up and get them shoes, you can get up and get, you know, all that unnecessary stuff. You can stand in line for that. You can stand in line to vote and change the outcome.
Yeah, so you say you're not political, but honestly, in a lot of your music, you talk about important topics that are important, right, to our community, to your community, everything. So talk to me a little bit about one thing you mentioned on stage was anxiety, battling anxiety. You talked about being nervous coming off stage. How do you fight through that, and how would you recommend other people fight through that?
I just fight through it. I just know that what's going on in my mind ain't really what's going on the outside, and so I just have to fight through what I have to fight through the perception, because my mind can be telling me one thing, but it's not what's really going on the outside. So I just fight through the perception. It's not an easy thing to do, so I can't sit here and be like, yo, you know, just do it. It's harder than that, but at the same time, the more that you fight through it, the more you push through it, the better the outcome will be, and the less scared that you become of the outcome. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's really all about just pushing through. So I try to push through it on a daily basis, not even just going on stage, but stepping out the house. But yeah, the more I push through, the more I realize, like, it's me that's tripping.
And being from Charlotte, right, you have the whole city behind you. You have a lot of support. Why is it important as an artist to use your platform for something like this?
It's very important. Now I didn't set out to have the city behind me. I just wanted, you know, I do music in hopes that somebody out there can relate to what I'm putting down on wax or whatever the case may be. So who support it, they support it. Who don't, it just ain't meant for them. But it is important to have people behind you, people supporting you, because sometimes we need that as artists. You know, we need to know if can I cuss? Yeah. If the shit is good or not. We gotta know that. But the people who support you, they gonna let you know, and they gonna tell you the truth. And you always gonna need people in your circle and in your corner to tell you the truth. I don't know if they answer your question. Yeah. I'm just rambling, but.
And then lastly, thinking about that, you mentioned this was the first year of CarolinaDaze. Why is it important to have things like this in North Carolina, right? We're not Atlanta, we're not.
You see how the community comes out. Like when we have festivals, I'm trying to get Charlotte on too, but like when we have these festivals, and you see it's all walks of life out here. So these type of things bring out the community, and it brings money into the community. So it's a win-win regardless, you know what I'm saying? The people who make the money, they're putting it back in. Like this thing right here is for voting. You know, so it's important to have these festivals. It's important for the cities and the community to be more open to these festivals, and because it helps the overall community. You know, so these are important.
Period. And then lastly, plug yourself. You know, what can we look forward to coming up? You know, we always tapped into what Luke got going on.
For sure. I'm still trying to figure that out as far as what I got going on and what I want to do next. I'm just trying to tap into myself. I turned 35 this year, so I'm trying to tap into 35-year-old me. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling in the knees, my knees popping. But you can find me at Luke _Westline on both Instagram and Twitter. More so Instagram. I don't really be on Twitter like that. But you can type in Lute in Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Goldmouth Chronicles, and yeah. Lute the rapper though, because the first thing pop up is the instrument. But I'm trying to change that, hopefully.
Period.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for catching me.
Nah, I appreciate you always.
Yes. Okay.